Hello and welcome. You're watching this video at 10 a.m. in the morning and I'm recording it at midnight in Mumbai. I will talk about my 5 moments or 5 things that defined India's semi-final win against England. The first thing that I will talk about is, of course, Sanju Samson. Samson started where he left off at the Eden Gardens. When you talk about Samson's career, you talk about someone who has been consistently inconsistent. When you see that talent, you are kind of amazed that that man can hit shots like that. The man is hitting mind-blowing shots, something which is outstanding, extraordinary, out of the world. And then he just gives it away. That was the Sanju Samson we were scared of. Even after Kolkata, you will remember I did a column where I said the innings was magical. The innings was extraordinary. Sanju Samson played like a man possessed. But the question we asked is, can Samson do it again? Can Samson repeat his Kolkata heroics in Mumbai? Can he do it a third time in Ahmedabad? Can Sanju Samson step up a second time for India? Before I go into Samson, I have to talk about Harry Brook and his arrogance. That was a dolly. We talk about dropped catches for India. I thought Harry Brook dropped the catch for the World Cup for England. That catch came at a catchable height, mid-on, straight up his throat. Jofra Archer, all of a sudden, second wicket gone. India under the pump, under the cosh, and this man stands there and fluffs it. Sanju Samson breathes a sigh of relief, holds himself back, turns the corner, takes control of the game, pulverizes England, makes a mockery of that attack and takes it and runs with it and gives India a decisive edge in the semi-final. What defined that innings of Sanju Samson, as far as I am concerned, 2 things. One, that extra second that he had, the extra time that he had for shots, the relaxed mental frame after that dropped catch. Sanju Samson could kind of soak it all in because he had done it. And once that happened, he was once again back into Kolkata mode, the Zen mode, the mode where Sanju Samson could do no wrong. And that's where England lost the plot. Samson was in business, Ishan was the perfect support cast, and all of a sudden, a 97-run stand, and India had taken control. What stood out, as far as I'm concerned, about Samson was the range of shots. At no point did he give England any opportunity. He kept the run rate right there. Yes, he missed the 100, but he won the game. Every time, if he misses the 100, we don't care, as long as he continues to win key World Cup games for India. That's my point number 1. The extraordinary Sanju Samson, who has turned the leaf and is now proving to be consistent. That combination is lethal. A consistent man with extraordinary talent is actually the most lethal and potent force that you can have at the top of the order. Number 2. The collective batting. When I say the collective batting, I will take you to Gautam Gambhir. Gautam Gambhir keeps talking about the smaller contributions. The contributions which may not be the stellar cast, the hero, the Pied Piper, but nonetheless are important contributions that shape a team's total, that help the support cast, the lead actor, the assist in a football parlance. Ishan Kishan's 37. Perfect support cast. Hardik Pandya's 27. Tilak Verma's 20-something. Shivam Dube's 43. All of a sudden, you have these little cameos or these innings which defined India's collective effort and took India to 250. Imagine that over of Jofra Archer where Tilak Verma hit those 3 sixes. The last over where Hardik Pandya hit Will Jacks for the 2 sixes. That's what the support cast is, and that's what perfect batting is all about. Samson may be the hero. He is and was. But the collective effort and the excellence from the other batters are as laudable. We have said India's batting has been scratchy in this World Cup. Now they are getting it together. except Abhishek Sharma, who I thought shouldn't have played that shot. He had already gotten a boundary the previous ball. Every batter is kind of getting it together. Surya got out, but 11 of 5 was acceptable, including 1-6. Now that's the point. When you have a team that is starting to gel as a batting unit, that team is a stellar one. So that's my point number 2. My point number 3 is we keep talking about India's fielding and we keep talking about dropped catches. In England, we have dropped 23 catches. In the Asia Cup, we dropped 12. In this particular World Cup, we have already dropped 8. Now, when you talk about dropped catches, they hurt you. Imagine Harry Brook and that dropped catch of Sanju Samson. Now extrapolate these 2 catches taken by Axar Patel and take them out of the equation, and you will understand what I'm talking about. Axar Patel, with his 2 catches, was sheer genius. Take the first one. The man starts sprinting, literally 25 plus meters, and thereafter a full-length dive, much like Kapil Dev in the 1983 World Cup, without the dive, and he kept his eyes on the ball under lights, pulled it off, stunner, miracle, the best catch possible, and that's how good it was. Second one, India under the pump. That partnership was brilliant between Bethel and Will Jacks. The ball had been hit with a lot of power towards the third man, and here comes Axar Patel sprinting, takes it. The boundary rope was right there, tumbles off, takes it on the rebound, Shibam Dubey, and India got the breakthrough. Very much like Surya Kumar Yadav's catch in the 2024 World Cup. So the point, my third point, is the 2 catches taken by Axar Patel which were defining. The fourth point has to be the man who India will call a freak, Jasprit Bumrah. 3 overs for 45, the last 2 balls of Arshdeep Singh, a 6 and a 4, England in business. 15 and over doable in a wicket like this, in a high pressure scenario. 1-6, 1-4 is doable. Jasprit Bumrah has thrown the ball and the man comes and lands 6 Yorkers on the trot. Absolute freak, maverick genius, incredible consistency. You know, the fact there is cricketers, there are players, and then there is a Jasprit Bumrah. In his league, on his own, outstanding, extraordinary man. You know, and time and again, the last World Cup, if you remember, it was Bumrah. This World Cup, once again, that over under pressure has propelled India to a World Cup final. So that's how good Jasprit Bumrah is. And finally, we talk about collective effort. We talk about team effort. At one point, Bumrah was going into bowl. They changed it and they got Axar Patel to run in because the dugout had given an instruction and one could watch it. Gautam Gambhir and his support act, hands-on involved. So it's now a collective team that has momentum going into Ahmedabad. The dream, ladies and gentlemen, is alive. As defending champions, India on the cusp of history. Gautam Gambhir and Surya Kumar Yadav on the cusp of immortality. And on the 8th of March in Ahmedabad, we might just see Indian fans get a new lifeline and a new song to sing. Incredible matchup. After the West Indies game, the World Cup has come alive and every fan got their due. Thank you very much for watching, and my team are on their way to Ahmedabad to bring you the best coverage like we have right through the World Cup. Thank you very much for watching.